Hi people, Jean Riget. It's been a long time since I've been on live streams, and I'm gonna share if I can. I'm doing it on my phone because my webcam is not working. So yeah, I want to see if I can share this live stream. How do you do that, and if it's even possible? Share your live video. Nope, that's not how that works. I don't know how you share your live stream. How do you share your live stream? I wonder if I can see myself live. Maybe I can. Yeah. Okay. So, let's see. uh, I'm trying to share my live stream. Um, Share on your profile. This is going really well. This is why this is a test. Share on a page. This one. Let's see if we can share it somewhere else. Share in a group. Let's see. I'm sorry to you that might be looking. I'm sitting here on my phone. Normally I have my webcam, but my webcam does not work. So yeah, I tried doing it on my phone. As soon as I shared it, I will start my live stream. So hang in there, guys. I'm doing this as fast as I can. Let's see. I'm almost finished. Bear with me, guys and girls. I'm just sharing my live stream, and this is, I need one more group and then I'm finished. If you're not humble enough to actually understand that it's human to both make mistakes and all this electronic, and that you have Facebook on your neck that'll do anything to stop your live streams, then maybe you shouldn't watch my live streams. I'm just sharing my live streams in the groups that I am in, and now I'm finished. So, first of all, I want to show you something. I made this t-shirt with one of my slogans on. And I know that, I just been operated in my shoulder. I know that you foreigners cannot see what it says, but it says, if you're in denial of the truth, don't speak to me. If you're in denial of the truth, don't speak to me. This is a sentence that comes to me over and over again because every time that I tell people the truth in a conversation, they have two choices. They can attack me because their ego is taken over and they want to win that power fight, or they can actually hear what I'm saying because I'm talking to the heart and I only want them to be the best version of themselves. If I didn't say anything to people, they wouldn't care. This is the funny thing that the video actually turns the camera around. I don't know if I can actually change that in some kind of settings somewhere. Hang on. It's really strange. When I go into settings to want to change something, the live goes on pause. Okay, yeah, why not? I was trying to do so you could see what this says on my t-shirt, but apparently that is not possible, so this is backwards, so be it. I was talking about that thing. If you as a spiritual person on your spiritual journey in your evolution have within yourself said yes to doing these fights, self-realizations, in your own evolution to actually grow from a normal person to a spiritual person, there are some things you have to adjust to, and one of them is when you meet a person like me that speaks the truth, that is not saying things because I want to fight with you. I'm not saying the things because I want to put you down. No, I'm saying it because I want you to realize that there's a better version of you waiting, and if you actually change this, you will be a better version. Most of the people that I meet, and this is what actually surprises me again and again and again, I meet people that by first eye they seem to be very, very spiritual in whatever they share, and then in one of their posts somebody was sharing something about the war, and it was in a quotes page, and I wrote to that person, this is a quote page, this is not something about war or politics, or this is quotes. And this person attacked me and called me and blamed me for what I wrote as a description of myself, what kind of person I am. And you have to understand, guys and girls, I am 100% guided by my intuition. I'm guided by the energy that flows through me. And I can straight away feel if somebody is projecting dark energy towards me, is projecting denials towards me, is projecting I want to put you down because I think I feel better if I'm an asshole. If that kind of energy comes my way, I will do what I can to actually get away from it, pull myself out of it, and rarely I will take any arguments, talks with these kind of people, because it is a lost cause. But it hurts my heart so much that there are sitting so many people around the world that are interested in spirituality, that are fascinated by spirituality, that are actually saying a lot of beautiful, truthful things. But then when suddenly an old habit pops up and they say something that's wrong or an illusion or a lie, and a person like me catches this and just write, what an illusion, this is really, really painful as a human being to live under, and I describe why. These people, they block me real quickly. And you have to understand, guys and girls, a spiritual person is loving, caring, is humble, is forgiving, is a person that doesn't go down old roads, doesn't behave in old behaviors, doesn't let his ego control him, is so much in harmony, have so much self-esteem, have so much self-trust, self-worth, that, and I can only talk for myself, I don't have the need to be a mean person. And I was listening to my mentor, Callum Mays, in one of the videos. She was talking about when people, with purpose, deliberately, try to hurt somebody with a sentence or with something they say, and they only do that because they want to hurt this person. This person will bleed energy wisely. They will lose their energy, like if there's a little hole in a balloon, it'll just, and they'll slowly just shrink into to have no energy at all. And these people are the definition of an energy vampire. These people, they're in the need of energy, and they'll steal it from other people by trying to get that energy from us. I don't know how they do it, or how they work it, or what their plan is, because I've never been that kind of person. I never stole energy from others, but a person as me that has energy around me, surrounded me 24 hours a day, and I pray for that I'll be inside this grace bubble, so no negative evil force can penetrate and get through to me. I feel it straight away when I meet these people that is like sucking. They want something from me, and I turn around and walk the other way. And many people, because this thing about energy, and it says in the Bible, God's spirit flows freely over the water, and that is the energy. That people, they don't understand this thing about the energy. Everything is energy. When I'm walking my dog, I have an energy string between my dog and me. If I, for example, walking my dog and I can feel, okay, she's listening, she's staying here, she's not running too far away, and we are keeping this bond energizedly. And then suddenly my phone rings, or suddenly I want to look at a notification that I hear comes on my phone, or I start a conversation with somebody, or whatever. I can feel straight away that the energy bond I have with my dog, it totally disappears. Totally disappears. And sorry, I just had a notification. This is me in a nutshell. I want to see it right away. Anyway, and I've been a dog owner for like 30 years, and I've experienced this where humans don't have any control over the animal, over the dog. And I try to with my heart, with my love, I try to explain to them about energy and why it's so important that you concentrate when you're walking your dog, that you have your eyes 100 meters ahead of the dog, so you can say no before the dog starts to run when it sees an animal or whatever. And I know that this phenomenon, I cannot even speak English. Phenomen in Danish, phenomenon, is not it's not known to human beings. These things that the big teachers, I'll call them teachers, but in my world, I'm not a teacher. I remind you of things you already know, you've just forgotten it. So to call myself a teacher, no, I'm not teaching you anything, I'm reminding you. But all the big people, we watch videos of Eckhart Tolle, Caroline Myss, Dalai Lama, you name it. They all talk about their teachers. And we all agree about what energy is. That first energy, then matter. Even the physicists agree about this first energy, then matter. You can't have matter if you don't have energy. And this is something I have really tried to teach people over and over again, that when they have no contact to their heart, they're answering from the ego, they're feeling attacked by the truth, and the truth hurts. Many people say the truth hurts, and I say no, the truth doesn't hurt. The truth hurts if you deny it, and that's my point. But in this video, I also wanted to talk a little about why I haven't been online for it's actually been over 2 years. And it all started by this girl that I met, that I quickly learned was a soulmate, was somebody I've been with before. And that girlfriend I was with died 22 years ago, 20 years ago, I can't remember how long it is. But it turned out that this girl I've been talking with was my soulmate. And she's very new on the spiritual path, and I was having a hard time being truthful to myself while I was there for her. And my frustration over what she was going through, what she was pulling me into, the pain she was going through, and all, it pulled me down. I am very honest and saying that the rock I was living under was pulled away under me, unconsciously, by a person that I love tremendously. That's not the point. The point is not that I don't love her. The point is that she's not healthy for me. And it took me almost over a year to figure that out, because I really, really wanted to see if I could help this person. But again, you cannot help a person that doesn't want any help. You can guide them, and then you can say, okay, I'm going to let you go, because this is something you have to deal with. I cannot hold your hand, because this is frustrating for me to see you do the same mistakes again and again, saying one thing, doing another thing, not being honest towards yourself, sabotaging your own self-esteem, and so on and so on and so on. People, they learn through their mistakes. Most people do. Some people actually do the same mistake again and again and again. And I pray that they will learn somehow. And I'm sorry that my nose is so stuffed. I have to get operated. I have something called polyps, big great thingy in my nose, so I can't breathe. They have to be operated away. And on top of that, I've just been operated in my right shoulder. To you it may look like the left, but on my right shoulder, because I had so much pain in my shoulder, and I had it for many years. And I ended up on the hospital, that they operated me because he thought something was wrong. And he ended up by scraping on the underside of my shoulder blade so a muscle could be there. But then he also noticed that a muscle has detached itself from a bone. So my muscle that makes the lifting muscle, we have muscles, biceps, triceps, and lift and pull. We have different muscles for different works. And the muscle that I used to lift my arm was not attached to my arm. So it was just curled up inside my shoulder blade. So he made 2 operations at the same time. He put that muscle back on my bone, with 4 plastic screws, and he scraped underneath my shoulder blade. And that is, what date do we have now? That is about a month and 9 days ago. But unlucky as I sometimes am, I fell in the woods 10 days ago, and I have been in so much pain the last 10 days, and I thought that no, this is not going to heal. And I was back around the hospital to get a new scan, and okay, the muscle is still attached, but you had a lot of water around it, so yes, definitely you had a blow on the shoulder. But I'm slowly getting back, people. I am slowly finding my own harmony. I'm slowly finding my charisma. I'm slowly getting back to myself, where I was before I met this girl. I'm not saying it's her fault, because it's definitely not her fault. If it's any fault, it's my fault for letting myself go down a path that, with my knowledge, I shouldn't have done. But love makes you blind. That's one thing many of us can sign. Love makes us blind. And so I just wanted to explain why these 2 years, it has been a frustrating period for me, because I haven't been able to play music, write music. I haven't been able to live in my meditative state. I've not been able to write my poems. I've not been able to do my live streams. Everything that has to do with God working through me was set on pause. Everything that has to do with me being humble, loving, and caring, and be a service worker for the humanity, for the evolution of human, was put on a pause, because I was not taking care of myself, and that's the truth. I don't have anything to hide, and I'm not the kind of person that lies about things. I just say things truthfully. And like I just said to one of my friends one of these days ago, not so long ago, I don't care what people think about me. And that is the honest truth. I don't care what you think about me. I don't do this because I want your recognition or your approval. I don't care about your recognition or your approval. It is very cool, and I love it, and I'm grateful when you say thank you, or maybe you contact me because you could use something I said, and I can maybe plant a seed in your heart, and you can continue your self-development through your self-realizations. That's cool. But I've always known, because I was that person in my younger days that seeked attention through people. I needed their approval. I need their, yes, you're okay. I needed their pat on the shoulder, and I need somebody to tell me that I was okay. And that's like peeing in my pants. It doesn't work. It doesn't work. Because when you go to sleep at night, when you're alone in a couple of days, and you're not going to feel good anyway. So I realized that the work was all mine. I had to build my self-esteem up by recognizing what is it I don't like about myself. And that is a story I've told a million times in my streams. It's one of my tools, spiritual tools. I have this group called Spiritual Development, I think it's called. I'll put a link in the description for my group, and you are very, very welcome to come join that group. I made a post that's called 5 Spiritual Tools, where I share 5 tools that are very, very essential, and it's very liberating for you as a person to actually start working with, because that is the foundation. When you go from a normal person to being a spiritual person, that is the foundation to actually realize these things and start working with them. And the last couple of days, I've been thinking like this, that I wonder if you guys that maybe see some of my videos that has never been spiritual are thinking like, man, that man must has a cool life. He's a holy man. I call myself a holy man because I cannot behave badly. I cannot put people down. I cannot steal. Set short, I have a conscience. There's nothing called having a little conscience or having a lot of conscience. I have a conscience, and when I say things to people, truthfully, when it gets ugly, it's because people takes what I say as a personal attack. And I have to remind myself over and over and over again that I have to tell them, I'm not attacking you. I don't need that. But it goes sideways so fast, so quickly, and it becomes so evil so fast. Not from me, but from the other person. And all these slogans I've been making where I say, for example, the truth only hurts if you deny it. And another thing I was thinking about, I wanted to thank you all. I really, really wanted to thank all humans on earth, all people that I meet, either be in a chat or either be in a online game or either being on the street. I want to thank you because you are my inspiration. You are my inspiration for the posts I make. Hang on, I want to blow my nose. Of course, I'm divine guided. Of course, I have my insights. Of course, I have a voice I can hear that I'm controlled by, guided by, not controlled, guided, because it's all my choices too, if I want to follow the voice or not. But many, many times my inspirations for slogans comes from a situation I've just been in, comes from a reaction from somebody that blows my mind. Okay, here is another one I've never seen before. This one was really harsh or really hard or really stupid. Or, so I'm so grateful that I meet every one of you, wherever you are in your life. And if you end up stepping on me with your ego, I forgive you. I forgive you because I want to keep my energy. I don't forgive you because you need forgiveness. Because I don't care about what you need. Because we have no needs. That's another situation, another argument. We have no needs. I forgive you because I want to keep my own energy. I'm not going to allow anything to steal my energy. That is one of my life rules that keeps me sane, that keeps me away from stress, keeps me away from acting in destructive ways. I'm not gonna allow anything to steal my precious energy. Yeah. I have to save money up for a new webcam because my webcam is, it's not working anymore. It has its own life and it works and then it doesn't work and then it works and then it doesn't work. So I have to buy a new camera. Until then, I'll just do my live streams from my phone. And another thing I want to talk about in this video, man, I have a lot of things in my mind. I have this shelf of all the things. When I get an idea, I put it into that shelf and I can sit here inside my head, look at that shelf and pull out one thing at a time. I was thinking about that I wanted to try something new. I wanted to try and make a Zoom conference. To you that doesn't know what Zoom is a program where you can log on either via program you download or you do it in your browser, and you can either have your camera on and your microphone on. But there's somebody who's having a meeting, and that someone can decide if everybody's cameras can be on and everybody's microphone can be on, but that would not be a very constructive meeting because everybody would be talking. But my thought was that I would make a meeting with a subject, and maybe talk about that, and then I'll make it possible for those people who are at the Zoom meeting to actually raise their hand. So I physically on my screen can see, okay, Josephine wants to say something, and as soon as I finish speaking, I can push Josephine and say, yeah, What's up, my dear? What's on your heart? And we can have a little conversation. And when she have gotten the answers that she was looking for, I'll mute her again, and maybe there are other hands up, and I think that would be a very constructive way of doing it. I will never force people to turn on the camera. I will never force people to ask questions. And to you that knows me, I don't need questions to talk. I don't need questions to sit here and let me be intuitive, guided by the divine, to the benefit for your grown into a spiritual person. This is what I pray for every night when I go to bed. Let 20 presence come to the humans through me every day. I ask that I'm being used. I ask that these insights come to me so I have something to talk about. I ask that I stay humble, loving, and caring, and stay out of groups, situations, meetings, anything that doesn't feel good for me. I'm not going to do TV, radio, politics, arguing, all the things I have realized that is a potential energy stealer. I stay away from. I really, really stay away from. I have a hard time with society because I think society is so controlled by ego, is so controlled by money, is so controlled by a lot of destructive things that is manipulating people into behaving, thinking, talking, doing in a certain way. And one of my slogans is, I'm not a part of the crowd, I'm just passing through. And that is exactly what I am. The first 30 years of my life, I tried to fit in to that society that I was a part of. I never did. I had some horrible experiences in works, in my educations, in jobs, with humans, with friends, so-called friends. And I quickly realized that if I want to have a happy life, if I want to be in harmony and enjoying myself and smiling and being the best version I can be, I need to protect myself from the things that is not good for me. And only you and I knows what is not good for me, and you know what's not good for you. I like plants, I like getting my hands dirty, I like making music, I like having constructive conversations with human beings, I like watching spiritual movies, I like to take retreats, either being on YouTube videos or physically go to a retreat that is about this, what I stand for, being the spiritual person. My life is not normal anymore. I will never become a normal person again. And like I said to this girl that I love so much, that, you know what, you have in 2 years struggled so much. I have helped you remember all these things inside of you that you have just forgotten because of the horrible things you've been going through. That if you suddenly say to yourself, okay, I don't want to do this anymore, you're going to go from feeling good to feeling worse. And that's not something any human wants to do. So if you first get started on going down the spiritual path, there's no way back. It's not going to be easy, because you have to swallow a lot of camels. You have to swallow your pride. You have to use self-irony to get over those behavioral patterns that has been destructive for you, to actually realize, okay, I need to change this to start feeling good about myself. And every time you see me pass, I look up, I look down. I'm actually praying short because I need some guidance, I need some help to what subject I should speak about, or give me an idea, or So that is what's happening when I suddenly become quiet. Man, I can't wait to get operated in my nose so I can breathe again. For 40 years of my life, I've been told I had something called a whole year cold. And I've been using this nose spray here in Denmark. It's called Simulin. For 30 years. And behind that Simulin nose spray, it says you can only use it for 3 weeks. And all the doctors I've had have never even thought about sending me to an ear, nose, throat doctor. But then suddenly here, a couple, 1.5 years ago, my doctor says, you know what, I think we should send you. And it ended up by this woman putting a camera up my nose and concluded, man, you have some big grape-shaped meat things in your nose that is blocking everything, and you can hear it. I'm not a cold. I cannot blow my nose. There's nothing coming out, and there's nothing coming in when I'm doing this. These are just things that go up in my nose, and it's horrible. But isn't it crazy that it has taken 30 years for a professional to tell me what's actually wrong with me? And ever since I figured out that I had this polyps, that is called here in Denmark, so many people have told me, why haven't you fixed it sooner? And I'm like, hey, I've been listening to what the doctors told me was wrong with me. I actually had trust in the system. And I have realized the more I have trust in the system, the more the system fucks me up. We have a system that is not working. We have a system that keeps doing the same thing again and again, and they hope for a different result. But that is the direct recipe of being stupid. In this town that I live in, there's a guy that owns a castle, and he actually wrote that if you keep doing the same thing and you hope for a different result, I'm not going to be a part of that. So he actually changed from one politic side to another side. He changed, I don't know what it's called in English, party. And we have to realize that if we have done something for many years and it has not worked, maybe we need to find another solution. Maybe we need to figure out what it is we're doing wrong so we can do something opposite. And that's my point exactly. So I've been wanting to go live for a long time, but I haven't had I didn't know what to talk about. I didn't feel in harmony. My stamina, my spiritual guidance, my guardian angels, my soul groups, whatever is not visible for the naked eye. I didn't feel connected to these beautiful things, and the connection is slowly coming back to me, and I'm slowly starting to make music. I'm slowly starting to writing again, and I wanted to make a live stream just to say hi to you all and tell you that I'm still alive. My passion is still to be this person that I am, but right now, in this moment, I'm in so much pain in my shoulder. I'm healing like crazy. And I have to be operated in 3 months again. So the year 2022, I'm going to remember the rest of my life, because that has been a really, really tough year for me. And on top of that, guys and girls, my landlord had thrown me out of the house that I'm living in because I've been complaining so much about fungus. Fungus everywhere, fungus in the windows, fungus on the floor, fungus on the walls, fungus in around the doors, fungus on my furnitures. And she has been like, I don't give a shit. She didn't want to do anything. And I realized one day that the fungus actually comes from that the water heater she has been throwing out water without us knowing it for 5 years. And that water has never been collected, it's just gone down to the ground. So no wonder there's so much fungus in my home. But anyway, since I was starting to talk about I could not live with all this fungus. She had thrown me out of my house, and I have to move before December this year. So at least I have a year to go on, but I have written a lawyer, and we are putting a case together where I sue her and ask for compensation for the things that have been ruined and a room I haven't been able to use for 5 years. And the latest thing in this case is that a couple of weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, I bought this affugter. What is it called in English? This machine that pulls in air and takes the water out of the air and pushes out dry air, and then in a box below you can take this water out and pour it out into the garden. I've been collecting 40 liters in 10 days. No, how much? 10 days or something? 40 liters in the air. And I have gone from 67% air, moist, I don't know what the word is, water in the air, from 67%, and I'm down to 59. It went from 67 to 59, yeah, I've taken 10% off. And I was reading a lot about this machine, how to work it. There are two options. I can go fast, I can go slow. And I read that if I did it too fast, the dryness of my house would just be superficial on the walls. It will not go into the depth and drag the moist out of the walls, inside the walls, under the floors. And so I've been doing it the slow way. But from 1 to 2 liters every 24 hours, I've been throwing out of the air from this room here that I've been, and that was the last information I sent. So all these things that I'm telling you that I've been going through since my last live stream till now, and especially this year, it has been one big test of, are you strong enough to handle this? Can you say no? Can you back out of this? Can you protect yourself and realize that this is not good for you? So yeah, I am definitely going to remember 2022. Definitely. But I'm back. I'm slowly coming back because I am the most important person in my life, and I take that seriously. And the most fundamental things I forgot while I was trying to rescue this girl, praying, meditating. It was like I was pulled away from who I was and into a person that I didn't want to be, that I has been, behavioral patterns, and this is what I really hope that you guys will realize, and this is what I tell many of my clients that wants to start this spiritual journey, that if you're in a relationship, I'm sorry to tell you, but if you take this spirituality seriously and your boyfriend or girlfriend is not willing to go down the same path, the possibility of you and her are gonna not be together is very, very big. Because it is so life transforming that it is impossible to be with a person that is not on the same path, because all you will have is this argument about things that I know is truth, things that I know is the right way to deal with things, and behavioral patterns, reaction patterns, my spiritual practice that is so important for me, and all these things. If the person I love is not on the same path and we can do these things together, then I'm not going to be with that person. And I've had many clients that have actually walked away from their loved ones after a very short time, because they have realized, okay, this is actually just the same conversation over and over again. They are scared of what God can do for you. And that's my point exactly. But I don't want to say so much more. I know I have a lot more on my mind, but I want to wait until I have a proper webcam so I can do it on my computer. This is the first time I'm live streaming from my phone. and it's a struggle. I think I've gotten it shared on my Facebook pages, and now when it's finished here, and I'll see if I can download it, and then I'll upload it to YouTube. Welcome, Karina, and welcome, Maria. I've been talking for 39 minutes about spirituality and why these years, the last 2 years, have been a little tough on me. But I'm coming back, and why I'm coming back. And like I always say, if you, after seeing some of my videos or read some of my slogans or read some of the things I've been writing, if you want to have a talk with me, feel free to contact me. Email, Facebook, telephone, Messenger, Skype, you name it. The only thing I don't have is an iPhone, so there's no FaceTime here. But yeah, it has been a pleasure being at service again, and I hope that I will get onto it again with different subjects. And if you Google my name, Jean Riget, and you find me on YouTube, and you find that playlist called live streams, you can see a lot of live streams with different subjects where I'm talking about those subjects, what my insights about that is. And that is what I want to go back to. I want to be at service. I want to let myself be used by the divine. So that's why I came online today, guys and girls. I just wanted to say hi. So I hope you all are well, and take care. All my love and blessings to you. Peace, love, share, and care. Bye.